It is amazing, Lewis, how it all works out. And I had a front row seat for it with Mayock for all those years, okay? Mike's on NFL Network, and his word to so many fans, gospel. Absolute gospel. And then in his first draft, he chooses Cleveland Farrell with the first chance he's got to draft someone for the Raiders. And so few people were talking about him, and everyone's like, Mayock doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Whereas if Mike was on NFL Network pounding the table for Farrell all along, and somebody else for the Raiders drafting chose someone other than Farrell, fans would have been like, why the hell didn't you choose the guy that Mayock wanted? You know? And Mayock's the one who's now actually making the pick. Folks are like, well, wait a minute. I've heard this name for 3 straight weeks. I didn't hear that name. This person doesn't know what they're doing. So the concept is it was Mac Jones. Now it's Justin Fields. And I asked this of Ian Rappaport, what's changed? Or it's just our viewpoint of it, right? So what do you think would be the best choice for the Niners 3 overall, Lewis?
Yeah, you know what, man? See, that question, there's I can't, how do I put this? I can't necessarily say what's best simply because of this. There's information that they have that none of us, well, most of us don't have.
Like what?
We all have phones, right? We all pick up and talk to people, right?
Yes.
They know things as far as intelligence tests, as far as psychological evaluation, as far as medical evaluation, which is the most important thing about all this, that they factor into this decision. And then it becomes a subjective thing, Rich. You know that, right? So Kyle can be sitting here going, look, I value this, this, and this in a player more so than this, this, and this. I may value decision-making and accuracy more so than I value athletic ability and arm talent. I value the way I feel around this player as far as how I think I can get along with this player over the other player. So there's so many different things that really go into determining who is the best person, more so than just watching tape. So, all right, on the surface, look, I think Trey Lance, of those 3, has the potential both in terms of makeup, intelligence, athletic ability, height, weight, speed, running ability, all the different things that he can do. And I've talked to this young man and looked him in the eye and talked to him in person. He's the guy who I really like out of this entire group. I love Mac Jones, too, because I know how smart quarterbacks win. Smart quarterbacks who have competent levels of talent, they win in the NFL, because I also know that dumb football loses in the NFL, and people forget that right now. Right now, we don't want to talk about that. We just want to talk about height, weight, and speed. Dumb football loses in the NFL. It just does every time, and the statistics bear it out. He's the guy who coaches love because he doesn't play dumb football. He can almost match you move for move on the field like a coach, meaning matching defensive coordinators. And defensive coordinators hate guys like that. They hate guys like that who are almost on par with them from a strategic standpoint. And Mac gives you that. And you know what? Trey Lance, when you talk to people about him, he is getting to that level too. And he has the ability to do that as well as anyone. Justin, same thing. If you talk to Ryan Day, Justin Fields is a very intelligent quarterback. Very intelligent, that is still on his way up and may have the most physical upside of them all. So, who is the best guy? For me, knowing what I know, when you marry the physical with the mental and everything that comes with it in the package, from the limited exposure I've had to these young men, I am a big fan of Trey Lance.
How about that?
A big fan. Big fan. But they have other information that I know that I don't, and none of the other people who are talking about these quarterbacks don't. So just be prepared. As you know, you've done this a long time. When you're sitting in that seat next Thursday night, be prepared for anything, because anything can happen, and it probably will.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.